Anverdi's Spirit Bell is out tomorrow, so let's check it all out before its release. G'day champion, how you doing? Welcome back to Murphy's Magic Stumped. My name of course is Bo Creamer and today is a very special day. But before we get into today's episode, I do want to tell you about this week's giveaway. If you want a chance to win the Legends of Magic bundle, all you need to do is stick around till later on in this episode and I'll show you how to enter that very competition. Now I did mention today is a very special episode, and that's because Anverdi's Spirit Bell is releasing tomorrow. That's right baby, 7:30 AM West Coast time. And there's a lot to unwrap before its release. So today we're checking out absolutely everything you need to know about Anverdi's Spirit Bell. So I think what better way to show what the Spirit Bell is than with a full performance. So let's check that out right now. But make sure you have your Mickey Mouse's Clubhouse close by to hit that play button because it gets spooky really fast. Now roll that clip. Now you're looking for a little bit more Murphy's Magic, a little bit more exclusivity. That's something you're not going to see everywhere else. Well, my friends, we have the thing for you. Introducing Murphy's Membership. Now in this little ditty, you're going to get free membership tutorials. Also behind the scenes exclusives at New Effects, where we break down absolutely everything you need to know, even show off the gimmick live on stream, or in tasty little reels and clips just for members only. You also get your name in every single Murphy's custom content video on YouTube, as a special little thank you for being awesome. If you want to check out these member tiers, link in the description below. Go treat yourself.
Spirits, if you're here, show us a sign. We call to you. Join us. If you can hear me, show the bell has spoken and a presence has joined us. I need somebody to think of someone who is special to them. Is there anybody here who can help me? Okay. And think of somebody in your mind, right? Okay. Open your hand. All I need you to do now is just start saying the alphabet very slowly. A, B, C, D. Start.
A, B.
Is there an A? Okay. But there's a profound love here, I feel. Keep going.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J.
Ooh. Was that on I? Is there an I as well? Okay. I think it's ready. What was the name you were thinking of?
Carrie, my mother.
Carrie? K-A-R-Y.
Oh my giddy aunt, what did you think? That is so good. I wish I was in the room for that. Sensational. Now look, let's get into everything you need to know about it. Starting with, what do you actually get? Well, first things first, my friend, you need to decide whether you're getting the standard or the deluxe. And today's episode will be going through both of those different options and also the accessories that you can get along with the Spirit Bell. So back to the standard version. If you decide to pick up the standard, this is what you're gonna get. You're going to get the bell itself, and its large, resonant, and commanding its rich tone captures the attention the moment it sounds. And all of this is resting atop a beautifully handcrafted wooden base. Now the elegant bell is perfectly paired with a matching arm holder, creating a striking visual centerpiece. Now also included is 2 sets of oversized performance cards, printed on thick cardstock, 1 standard ESP deck, and 1 specially designed storytelling set. Now each deck is subtly marked, offering endless possibilities for creating immersive, unforgettable moments of mystery. Now along with these, you also get a few other accessories, obviously like your remote, your charging cable, and a few magnets. Now if you decide to pick up the Spirit Belt Deluxe, in place of the traditional ringing mechanism is a mystifying swinging hammer that now gently strikes the thick resonant bell, seemingly of its own accord. Now again, this is mounted atop a beautifully handcrafted wooden base. Now also included with the Deluxe is a bespoke spirit cabinet, a stunning display case that doubles as a performance prop. So whether it's resting on a bookshelf or in your studio or center stage, it commands attention. Now also inside you'll discover a carefully curated collection of gimmicks and accessories. Now these accessories obviously include your charging cable and remote like before, also some magnets, some special tools, and also some other gimmicks included, like a glass and a sponge ball. This will be used for your ball to wine glass performance. You'll also receive some other special things to make things float. And again, this will be used for your floating object performance. And this all follows up with the last object you're going to receive, and this is a beautiful black silk. So with the Spirit Belt Deluxe, you receive quite a bit more included in your package. Now let's get down to the gimmick itself and everything else included. Well, as you know, with Murphy's Magic Studio and the Anverdi's range, everything is done with such precision and great quality. Now, I wish I had my Spirit Belt here today. It's currently on its way, but it's due to arrive when I'm on holiday, so unfortunately, I will miss it. But when I saw it at Murphy's Magic HQ, that base is so well made. It holds and encases every little bit of electronics inside it. And yes, you can get to those electronics if you want to charge it or adjust the different settings. Now let's get into those settings now. To start off with, you have the instant ring. So as soon as you push the button on that remote, you have that instant ting of the bell. Now if you decide to switch it over to the delay, you have 5 seconds before that ring happens. The craftsmanship and detail that Patrick put into designing all of these pieces for this Spirit Bell, it's just sensational. The quality of detail, again, Patrick, you absolutely knocked the ball out of the park with this one, my friend. This looks like an old-timey bell that's gonna look absolutely perfect sitting on your bookshelf, ready for that performance for your spectators. Now, there are some additional accessories that you can pick up with the Anverdi Spirit Bell. And at this point in time, there are only 2 accessories. The first one is the Pendulum. Now, this Spirit Pendulum allows you to exchange the chime of a bell for the silent mystery of movement. It brings a new dimension to your performance, one that feels subtle, surreal, and spellbinding. This is perfect for mentalism routines or intimate seances. The Spirit Pendulum evokes the sense of invisible presence at work, not loud, but deeply felt. Now, this is crafted with the same precision and reliability as all Anverdi creations. It's a powerful tool for storytellers who favor subtlety over spectacle. The second accessory is the Voodoo. Now please note that you must own either Anverdi's Spirit Bell or the Spirit Bell Deluxe set to use this accessory. Now this is no ordinary Voodoo doll. The Voodoo doll is a captivating duet of 2 seemingly simple figures, bound together by an invisible force that defies explanation. Now again, true to Anverdi's legacy, every element is built with precision, durability, and an artist's eye, ensuring flawless performance and a touch of the uncanny. Now included with this set, you get 2 beautifully crafted units, and this set invites you to weave a rich narrative of a mystical connection, influence from afar, and the delicate balance between the cause and effect. So whether it's performed as part of a seance, a mentalism routine, or a dark tale of sympathetic magic, the experience is unforgettable and a perfect combination for an Asher's routine. Now, if that's all you needed to know and you're like, Bo, tell me nothing more, tell me how to get it. Well, hold up, my friend. It isn't released till tomorrow, 7:30 a.m. West Coast time. But as of that date, I will even come back and put a link in the description. So if you're watching this from Wednesday onwards, it's in the description right now. Now you can pick up the standard Spirit Bell for $295, and the Deluxe you can pick up for $395. So for $100 more, you're going to get 5 additional accessories for your Spirit Bell. 6 if you want to include that beautiful new hammer. Now for performing the Spirit Bell, you're going to need a skill level of at least an intermediate magician. And this is because while activating the Spirit Bell is insanely easy, it's just pushing a button, you're going to need some storytelling capabilities for your performance. And this comes down to whichever performance you're going to want to do. So let's learn all about the explanation right now. So when you watch this explanation at home, everything is crystal clear and easy to understand. I'm sure you're all aware of the legends over there at Murphy's studio. You're in very capable hands. Javier goes over things several times in such great detail. There's also different camera angles and close-ups of all the little bits. Now let's break this all down into what you actually learn on these explanations. Now the standard Spirit Bell explanation goes for around 1 hour 40 minutes. And this breaks down into the intro, so what you get inside your box and how it kind of works. Then Javier goes into different ways into hiding the remote. Then onto those different modes for your Spirit Bell I mentioned earlier. Then Javier discusses the card markings and then into that seance performance. Now these are the different routines you're going to learn on the explanation. You're going to get your ESP explanation, the witch hand explanation, the ash explanation, and the psychometry routine. Then you learn using playing cards with your Spirit Bell and the spirit's answer. Next up is the haunted watch routine, and then Javier goes into how to change the remote battery, troubleshooting, and his final thoughts. Now this is the same as the Spirit Bell Deluxe, except it's going to go for about 2 hours. Now the tutorial is the same as the standard tutorial, except the intro changes a little bit, obviously because you receive a different product, but you also learn the other routines. So like the ball to wine glass and the floating object. Now this may have you thinking, is this perfect for me? Well, my friend, if you love super hard hitting pieces of magic, they're gonna leave a lasting impression on your spectators, you're gonna love Anverdi's Spirit Bell. Now this isn't just for the spooky or eerie. So if you're not a fan of spirits or ghosts, don't worry, my friends, like I mentioned earlier, there's other ways to perform the Spirit Bell. If you decide to pick up the Spirit Bell Deluxe, there's so many other possibilities for performances, like that beautiful ball to wine glass routine. You could use that pendulum for storytelling. You also have that storytelling deck included with both sets and that ESP set. Now I've spoken to several mentalists about the Spirit Bell, and one has said he's not into any of that spooky stuff. And instead, he's going to be using the Spirit Bell with those ESP cards, and it's like the spectator is sending out a signal when the magician mentions that card. It's like a subliminal thought pulse that he can't wait to perform. And honestly, I can't wait to see that performance. Now me, myself, I'm going to have it sitting on my shelf at home, and when a guest comes over, oh baby, all hell is gonna break loose. I've actually paired this up with the Shine 3.0 and things are gonna get real. What I'm saying is there's so many possibilities for Anverdi's Spirit Bell. You're gonna have an absolute blast with it. Now, if you're a walk around corporate magician, this might not work for table hopping because you are going to be carrying around a Spirit Bell to every single table. But that's not to say that it can't be done, because it absolutely can be. Everything is lightweight. It just depends if you want to be carrying around a Spirit Bell to each of those tables. But where this is really going to shine is for stage and parlor performances. And need I say social media or TV magic. Oh, look at these absolute champions. You guys are the best. It's true, I've Googled it. Alright, let's take a break for just a wee second, because earlier on in this episode, I mentioned a competition. But before we get into today's giveaway, we need to find out who won last episode's bundle. So who will it be this week? Whoa, congratulations, champion! You're the winner of last episode's bundle. So if you could DM me on any of Murphy's socials, I'll get that prize straight out to you. Now on to this week's giveaway. If you want a chance to win the Legends of Magic bundle, all you need to do is comment in the comment section below which spirit belt do you want. Do you want the standard or the deluxe? Whichever one it is, let me know below. Then on next Stump's episode, I'll draw a name out at random and you'll be announced on that episode. So my friends, good luck. Also, if you haven't checked out last week's episode of Stumped, make sure you do. Card on screen right now. It's where I go over absolutely everything you need to know about this incredible piece of magic. Now let's get into the examinability of these items. Are they examinable? Well, there are a lot of items to talk about, so let's just talk about the spirit bells themselves. Yeah, they are. You can have your spectators look at it and even build it themselves if you want. The electronics hidden in the base are so cleverly done. The base itself looks like a seamless one-piece build, but everything is hidden away in this clever magnetic build. So yes, you could have your spectators examine the pieces as you're building it or as you're taking it apart. There's nothing for them to find. Now this leads on to the angles. The angles on this are absolutely sensational. Now this also does depend on which routine you're going to perform. There are a few routines if you're getting outside the original Spirit Bell performance that you might want to think about your angles with, but the Spirit Bell performance itself, you can perform up to 360 degrees surrounded. Again, there's nothing for your spectators to find. All right, that's enough of me gas bagging on. Let's summarize this up into a beautiful little package. Now this is designed with exquisite attention to detail, and Anverdi's Spirit Bell is a masterful blend of craftsmanship and innovation. The bell itself is large and resonant and commanding its rich tone as it captures the attention the moment it sounds. Now this is resting atop a beautifully handcrafted wooden base, and the elegant bell is perfectly paired with its matching arm holder. This is creating a striking visual centerpiece. Now at its heart lies cutting edge technology, a remote controlled functionality with both single and double ring options. And it also consists of a built-in delayed timer. So whether it rings on cue or appears to do so on its own, this bell conjures an aura of intrigue and enchantment. Now over twice the size and considerably louder than any other spirit bell you've encountered before, it elevates your performance with its presence alone. Now Anverdi was a constant innovator, and we've maintained his revolutionary spirit in this updated version. Unlike other spirit bells on the market, Anverdi's Spirit Bell is fully examinable. Your spectators are even welcome to assemble the device themselves, and they'll never figure the secret out. Now included with both these sets are 2 sets of oversized performance cards, printed on thick card stock, one standard ESP deck, and another specially designed storytelling set. So if you want to see more on Tony Anverdi's Spirit Bell, it comes out tomorrow at 7:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. You can pick up the standard for $295 and the deluxe for $395. And you need a skill level of an intermediate magician to perform the effects. Now my BFF, if you do have any questions at all on anything you've seen in today's episode, maybe I've missed something. If I have, please let me know in the comment section below, but make sure you use the hashtag question time so I can find them amongst all the competition entries. Yeah, that's right, yeah, cutie patootie, you're absolutely right. Get out of here, go sit beside your computer, constantly hit refresh, and wait for that Anverdi Spirit Bell to drop. I'll see you on our Discord for our weekly jams, trivia, games, hangouts, and even more. So my friend, see you later. Oh, bye for now. Whoa, hey, whoa, what's that? Oh, you should definitely check out that. Oh, there's so much good magic in there. You won't regret it. Hey, whoa, hey, look at this bad boy. You should definitely subscribe if you haven't already. Subscribe, then watch that. Oh, it's a good day to treat yourself.